Monza, with its fabled banking and all of its history, is the traditional home of the opening endurance race of the Blancpain GT Series. And this weekend, there is a very full paddock. It's an enormous entry, multiply 52 cars by most with 3 drivers, some with just 2. But it all adds up to a very busy paddock and a very busy circuit. And traffic is going to be an issue all race long. Audi inevitably starts as one of the favourites, WRT one of the top teams, and aboard car number 2 for this weekend is Monegasque Stefan Richelny.
For sure, I'm pretty confident because I have a really good driver with me. We have a good team. We made some good tests during the winter. We have a lot of experience in endurance, especially Benoit, who is coming from LMP1. So we have all the tools to do well. The Endurance Cup maybe is the only one championship like this in the world with so many cars, potentially winners. So we have to make everything fine and perfect to achieve our goal. It's going to be a tough race.
The M Sport Run Bentleys are always front runners around Monza, but for this season there's a new name aboard car number 7 because joining Stephen Kane and Guy Smith is Oliver Jarvis. He spent the last few years racing Audis, but now he's officially a Bentley boy.
For me, it's a completely new challenge coming here, back to Blancpain. Been here before, but it's amazing to be back, and to be honest, it's incredible the difference from when I first drove here 3 or 4 years ago. The whole championship's really stepped up a level, so it's impressive to see. Of course, I'm here with Bentley, which is also a change. I was previously an Audi driver, so fantastic to come here with 2 great teammates as well, so really confident for the season ahead. Monza's an amazing track. It's great to come here. I think everybody enjoys being here. Some really long straights, very technical corners. I think we've really got a chance, to be honest. The car stands up well. It's got a great history behind it already in such a short space of time, and hopefully we can add to that this weekend.
Another British brand on the grid is Jaguar. Emile Frey Racing has a pair of big cats, and they've been getting more and more competitive season by season. Not only that, but they have a stellar driver lineup as well, with the likes of Stefan Ortelli and Christian Klein, along with Lawrence Fry.
For sure, here at the Blancpain GT Series is an incredible competitive field. We are the only Jaguars here on grid or on worldwide on GT3 racing. So for us, for sure, it's a target to show that we are competitive. I will expect so tight qualifying, tight races.
In Monza, another season. Great to be back with Nismo, with the 23 car, with Alex and Katsumasa Chio. Really good lineup, excellent team. This year is going to be hard as ever. More professional drivers, more top teams, and as Nismo drivers we always aiming for victories and podiums. So looking forward to it and hopefully fighting for a top position this weekend.
No surprise that here at Monza there is a whole phalanx of Ferraris, most of which are run by Amato Ferrari's AF Corsa team. The Kaspersky Racing entry has Giancarlo Fisichella aboard, and the Italian is a great fan of the circuit at Monza.
You know, it's a great track. I got great memories here. I won many years ago in Formula 3, I scored a podium in Formula 1, and I went on the podium last year. Again, this year we're here with a Ferrari, which is amazing. It's a difficult circuit because you need to run with a low level of downforce, and the grip level is very low, but I like the high-speed corners like Ascari, like Lesmo and Parabolica. I really enjoy the circuit.
Another front-running brand this weekend is sure to be McLaren. The endurance champions last year came from the McLaren fleet. Stracker Racing has taken over running the cars for this season, and another interesting driver moving from Mercedes to McLaren is the Malaysian Jasmin Jaafar.
I feel happy being here, racing here in this championship, and you know, every driver wants to prove how good they are, and I think it's the best place to be right now. It's a new challenge, new chapter in my career. I think I feel happy being part of McLaren, and McLaren is such a special team and a special car manufacturer. I think we have high targets for McLaren and Straka to achieve. I think that's the only reason why they expanded the program to 4 cars, so it's going to be an exciting championship coming up.
The Italian fans don't just have Ferrari to cheer for this weekend, because there are 10 Lamborghinis on the grid as well. Run across Italian. The RJN run Nissan. He's getting season. And another interesting driver moving from Mercedes to McLaren is the Malaysian Jasmin Jaafar.
I feel happy being here, racing here in this championship, and you know, every driver wants to prove how good they are, and I think it's the best place to be right now. It's a new challenge, new chapter in my career. I think I feel happy being part of McLaren, and McLaren is such a special team and a special car manufacturer. I think we have high targets for McLaren and Straka to achieve. I think that's the only reason why they expanded the program to 4 cars, so it's going to be an exciting championship coming up.
The Italian fans don't just have Ferrari to cheer for this weekend, because there are 10 Lamborghinis on the grid as well, run across different teams, and the Lamborghini Huracan has always been competitive around here. One of the drivers, former single-seater racer Luca Filippi.
I feel very proud to be here in Monza with an Italian car. Lamborghini is such a strong brand in Italy, and we have to be proud of that and do our best. I've been on this podium in Monza so many times, and it would be great to be on top of it. I think our Lamborghini is very quick, it's very fast. We just have to puzzle it together, and the performance is there for sure, it's very fast. We were on pole with Marco in Misano, and I think in Monza we can be very competitive.
Over at HTP Motorsport, there's another fleet of Mercedes to run this year. But intriguingly, Maxi Buch and Dominic Baumann are separated. They have a car each and are the lead driver accordingly. So Dominic Baumann heads up the driving force aboard number 85, and as ever, he'll be a front runner.
We had a good year last year. We had a good lineup. It will be the same like last year. We have to fight every lap. We have to find a good setup. It's a new decision from the team to split Maxi and me. In Misano it worked out quite well. We had 2 cars on the podium. The race is long, it's 3 hours, and hopefully like last year we end up in the podium. I'm looking forward to it.
A number of drivers are switching teams, some are switching championships for this season. Eduardo Mortara is amongst them. He's made his name of late driving in the DTM, but for this year he comes across to the Blancpain GT Series, and he will head up the driving force aboard number 90 Mercedes.
It's a great opportunity for me this year doing this All Endurance Championship with Michael and Raffaele. I start to have quite some experience in racing now. Raced for a lot of time in DTM, sometimes in GT. I rate this championship very, very highly. You have a lot of very, very talented and good drivers. A lot of them were ex-Formula 1, ex-DTM, ex-WEC. Really a lot of fantastic drivers here with great cars, and I think that it's going to be fun, and hopefully we are going to be competitive and we are going to be running in the front.
Showing the variety on this Blancpain GT Series grid is the lone Aston Martin. It's entered by the Oman racing team. Factory driver Johnny Adam is aboard the driving force, and he's partnered by the Omani Ahmad Al-Hafi.
It's a very proud moment for us to be representing Aston Martin with Oman Racing. Obviously, being the only Aston is, I think, could be very exciting at times. It's my 3rd year with Johnny Adam in the car, and obviously it's a great boost to the team. That's something that we kept consistent for the past few years. I learned a lot from him. We've had a good car throughout the championship last year. Hopefully we found some more time, because we know our competitors have.
Remember that in the Blancpain GT Series there are battles going on in the Pro Cup, the Pro-Am Cup and the AM Cup. One of the cars set for a class win potentially is this Ferrari. Aboard the driving force, somebody making their Blancpain debut, Abby Eaton, who moves from the British GT Championship into international racing.
This is pretty much a dream come true, to be honest. Obviously at Monza in an Italian car, which happens to be an awesome Ferrari as well, so I'm really looking forward to it. I know that the other competitors are very good drivers as well, so I've got my work cut out for me. I think just being on the grid with 50 other cars is going to be something I'm going to have to sort of challenge myself with anyway. It's a brilliant circuit, obviously high speed and big braking zones as well, so awesome circuit, and I can't wait to get stuck in.
Welcome to Monza then, as we get ready for this opening endurance race of the year. What a grid and what a race we have in prospect. We've lost a couple of cars, I'm afraid, after the dramas of qualifying this morning. There was an accident between the Luca Filippi Lamborghini and Nathaniel Berton's Audi. A lot of damage done to the Lamborghini, front damage, rear damage to the Audi. We certainly know the Lamborghini has been withdrawn. We understand the Audi as well. But even so, 50 cars around here is going to make for an awesome spectacle. But the Blancpain Endurance Series, as it then was first started, there was a GT4 class, but we don't need that anymore. There are so many GT3 cars that very evenly matched, of course. The balance of performance, making sure that everybody can fight equally, and with 2 mandatory pit stops to look forward to as well. And the driver changes, who knows what we might have in terms of incidents and safety cars or full course yellows, then there's a real step into the unknown. Of course, the championship has had its 2 sprint races at Misano, but this is the first endurance race of the year, and on a very busy grid, looking down to The front of it, you've got the...
So we'll see how we get on later on.
How old is this Aston? I mean, it's been racing for years.
Yeah, the car first.
So how they're going to get this part of the racetrack cleared? You see the Jaguar making its way round. That's round Lesmo 1, halfway round the lap, and still struggling with the BMW behind it. He can't pass because we're under a safety car. He's got to sit behind and wait for the Jaguar either to come to a halt or to make it back to the pits.
So we'll try and in a moment piece together who we've lost. But
it's the BMW. The safety car is going to pick up the field.
Yeah. So Alain Adon, the race director, will be looking at all of this. As long as the cars can get through the incident zone, he can keep them running, and then when the field has gone by, then they can start to sweep that debris out of the way. But 31 we've lost. We know that.
Frankly, I do not see how they can drive through that debris with the safety car, because there's a lot of carbon fibre and other bits of material on the racetrack. It's a rather narrow gap they've got to make it through. So I wonder will the safety cars come to a standstill until a little bit more of that can be cleared. That safety car is not on slick tyres.
There is a track sweeper I've seen dispatched. I suspect they'll get the cars through, try and sweep the debris, and then worry about removing everybody from harm's way. I'm trying to work out which Nissan this is that we've lost. Is it 22 or 23? There is 78, the Barwell Lamborghini that's staggered to the pit lane. So damage, I've got one column of retirement, one column of damage here, 78 and 114.
There's one of the Nissans, I can't quite see the number on it as it comes through. So that might be...
58
the 22, the 22 Nissan has come through.
Right, so it's 23 that's been involved in the crash.
Happy days, happy days.
Yeah.
Not a bad effort.
And he's hustling on. Podium in his Ferrari overalls. 114's got a puncture. He's right on the tail for third place of Philip Salaquada.
Oh, getting tasty, isn't it?
It is ever.
These little battles that are going on throughout the field. We're seeing a battle, well, not really seeing a battle at the front, because there's now a 13-second between first and second and a 7-second advantage second to third. But this battle for fourth place between the 84 and the 50, the 75 and the 50 is going to get interesting, because Philippe Salaquada doesn't concede easily. And Michele Rugolo would be quite keen to clear it pretty quickly, I would have thought.
Yeah, because if he can get past the Audi, then he can make progress up to Victor Chaitar for the next place. We've got more people being summoned to the race director now. Team manager of 86, which is the Scheme Gabbiani Faulkner Mercedes. So HTP Motorsport, in other words. The lead gap is 15 seconds now. Caldarelli to Victor Chaitar. This is the fight for third. Over the line goes Salaquada. Michele Rugolo is 3/10 back. He's not near enough, or is he, to think about a move at the first corner? Well, he might think, but he thinks better of it.
I know, there was never a chance, never a chance of getting that. There's too big a gap between the two cars, and if he did try and get it down the inside, he would never really got stopped, because he had to make the tighter turn.